Drew and Stew are on the air.
Ready?
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
Everything you got, let's go.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of week 18 of the Drew and Stew podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Cam, the lines. People are accusing us of making up lines on the Monday show.
Oh, making up lines. Oh, yeah. Well, when we bet Baltimore at 17 and it's 20, that's the thing. Hey, we're getting what's the other big one, Drew?
The San Fran spread is now swung 4 points the other way.
Yeah, San Fran has swung, and Tennessee, Houston was minus 4.5.
And now they're
Tennessee was minus 4.5. Now they're
minus
1.5. That's what's happening because we're getting quarterback news. Dude, Trey Lance is starting for Dallas. That could be a disaster.
Yes. And we mentioned on the show earlier that we didn't know if Washington needed to win or not. We found out they do need to win.
Yeah, they do.
Because they're trying to avoid Philly in round 1. So, yeah, Washington's just going to blow them out most likely. So we'll go over our changes first, Cam. But first, how about Garendo on Monday Night Football doing us some favors? I was laughing.
Hey, chat. Here, hey, Charlie chat. I got something for you. How about you go this in the chat? Thank you, Drew, for the ladder on Garendo as we won 20, 30, 40, 50 yards receiving. Thanks, friend.
Even
Paid
60.
for Christmas. Even 60, for God's sake. Come on, this guy's the prop king. I'm going to get you, literally, I'm going to buy you a fucking crown if you keep this up, or like a heavyweight title belt. Amazing.
I laughed. Cam messaged me. He's like, damn it, I keep winning when I'm off my live show and then not when I'm on. he's going to commercial.
Oh, it's so frustrating, Drew, because when I'm on the air, right, I can only bet on my phone, and our breaks are 2 minutes. And I'm looking like especially like the college football games, I'm like hedging to win like 800. Like, you know what I mean? It's so frustrating that you don't get the number that you want. So now, like, my phone, I'm going to keep it like right beside me all the time because I can't fuck around, man. Like that's the thing. These lines are so fluid. I can't believe the line movement this week, buddy, in some of these games. It's nuts.
Yeah, thankfully we locked in Seattle at -3 because it's now -6.5 after the Rams announced they're resting everybody.
You're making up lines. It's 6, Drew.
Yeah. What a joke. All right, Cam, let's go over our changes to start the week before we get into the Saturday slate games and the props. So my first change, Cam, will be Jacksonville Jaguars +5.5 to the Indianapolis Colts -5. I just think the Jags are done. Colts are in this to win this. They don't care now about their draft pick. The Jags were your silver, but you might be switching them too.
I think I'm going to get off them, but I just know what, Drew? We're doing a lot of the same changes. You know what? I got to stay put with Jaguar after last week. I got to be honest with you. I don't trust Indy to win by margin, but I had it written down as possible switches. It was the last one on my list. But you know what? I'm going to stay with Jacksonville because a lot of our changes will be the same. Continue.
All right. My next change will be from Dallas +3 to Washington -6.5. I know this is a big line jump, but I'm going with the Washington Commanders game. I think they smoked them, especially if Trey Lance is starting.
I'm going to do an alternate spread on Washington in this game, starting at 6.5 and going to 9.5, 12. I might take it all. You know what? I might take it up to 17. Trey Lance is not even a starting quarterback in this league. I feel bad. He's not ready. And Drew, I watched this guy play. He was shit in the preseason, like against nobody.
Yes.
Like I'm talking picks. Like, I actually think it's actually doing, like, they have to see what they have, but it's going to hurt him even more because I don't think he's ready. Like, he's going to get killed out there.
He could go like 4 TDs, 4 interceptions. Like, I could see that where their offense explodes for points, but he also throws a lot of turnovers. It's I expect the game to go way over in that game. That's for sure. Yeah,
I like the over as well. What was the other one that we talked about? San Francisco, Arizona is a big line move.
Yeah, so San Fran, we took him at -1. It was my silver selection. I'm buying out and rebuying San Fran at +4.5. I think Josh Dobbs can beat the Cardinals, Cam. Am I crazy?
Actually, Drew, you might be crazy in some areas. You might be beat down from having children. But other than that, I think you're not crazy at all. You're crazy like a fox. Because Josh Dobbs, did he not play for the Cardinals on his NFL tour?
Yep.
I think he was part of a team. Vikings, Cardinals. Here's the deal. Cardinals, San Francisco right now, these guys after that game versus the Lions, if I was them, just tap out. It's a road game. It's a lost season, whatever. Let Arizona win at home final game. I love Arizona too. Was I on San Fran?
I love San Fran.
No, I love San Fran. Sorry, Dobbs.
Yeah,
Dobbs. Yeah, I'm taking the +4.5 with San Fran. See? Now sorry, I told you.
You're talking convincing yourself to take Arizona. I was just like, what is going on here?
No, Drew, I'm just I just had a couple wines after work last night, late night, and I had to stay up for those hockey games. SJ Sharkey. This team is putting it in my pocket.
Yeah,
they were huge dogs, bro, against TB. Ooh, yeah. Ride the lightning, my ass. I love the Sharks. I'm going to get a Celebrini jersey. I love that kid.
You should. It'll match your what's your Xavier Leggett one that you got from the
Panthers?
Yeah.
That's like that's my color. The Carolina blue. Yeah, the Sharks got a nice jersey actually.
All right, let's recap your picks, Cam. So you were on the Ravens minus 17.5. Pittsburgh plus 2.5 is your bronze. The Jags plus 5.5 is your silver. The Bills, the Washington Commanders minus 6.5 now. The Giants plus 3.5. Chicago plus 9.5. Carolina plus 8. Tennessee now minus 1.5. Tampa Bay minus 13.5. San Fran plus 4.5. Seattle minus 3 is your gold. The Jets plus 2.5. Vegas plus 5.5. KC plus 10.5. And the Vikings plus 3. You were thinking about switching to the Lions. You sure you want the Vikings?
You know what, Drew? I want the Lions now with you. I'm going to ride Leo the Lion with you. Know why? For one reason, and it's not like
everyone's talking about the Vikings now.
Thank you. And I mean guys I respect too, like everybody in the marketplace, sharps, dulls, seasoned gamblers, rookie, look at the Lions. I'm telling you, I really think by game time, 75% of the money is going to be on.
I think we might be able to get Detroit minus 2.5 if we win.
I agree. I know what I'm switching. So put that in my switches too. I want the Lions. I don't care shit their defense is. They might. The thing is, I don't know how you take the under in this game, but that totals up to 56.5. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it might go over. It might be like Bills Lions 2.0.
Lions 42, Vikings 38.
I don't even think the Vikings score that many. I'm going to go 38-24.
I like that. So a teaser to the over, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're teasing it, tease the over. But then you got to tease through 0, Cam. You can't do that.
Oh, you know what? It's funny. You mentioned that. You know when I did Mayo show this week? Whose teaser leg won when I teased the Raiders across 0? This guy's. So don't listen to anybody. Everybody, got to go the other. You know what? I don't give a shit. I can tease anything I want. Like, you know what? I don't mind teasing it when you're getting. I don't do it less than 3. If you're getting a 3.5 or a 4.5, like if a team's 2.5 and you get 4.5, that's a big number. 4 is a obvious outcome. A field goal is an obvious outcome. You tease it through 0 when you get crisp numbers. Like I don't want to tease it through 0 to get plus 1.5 or plus 2.5. I want 3.5 or 4.5. Don't you agree?
100%. And our teaser once again, Cam, lost by 2 legs. 13 games.
Man, we're on fire. We got to do a round robin teaser, but the problem is I need an ATM in my house because that bet will cost you, even with low money, like because you have to do every combination. That's like going to be like $500 to throw all.
Okay, you know what game pissed me off the most this week? Arizona State. I live bet them.
Buddy,
plus 2,000.
I can't believe you said that. I thought I texted you. I had Arizona State 23-1 live. Cam Scatabo.
They got screwed.
That guy fucking had his head cut in half. He's puking 30 times on the sideline. He comes back for more, throws for a touch. Dude, they were so much better than Texas.
Dude, how about the targeting that they just don't call targeting at the end of the
Dude, and the hold at the end for Texas touchdown where Ewers did end, that was blatant obvious. You know what? Arizona State got screwed. But you know what? Look what Final Four teams are left. Texas, blue blood. Penn State, blue blood. Ohio State and Notre Dame. Oh, dude, I'm going to say something crazy now. I'm thinking I want Notre Dame to win it all. I'm cheering for Notre Dame.
Their quarterbacks, Leonard's not good enough, I don't think.
He can run.
Yeah, but he can't throw.
You know what they have, though, Drew? A defense that is absolutely lethal.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia was missing their starting quarterback, so I don't know, but yeah.
Okay.
Right,
I'm just trying. I'm trying for a Cinderella. I just don't like. I don't want Penn State. Like everyone, Ohio State. It's going to be a cakewalk. These games are not won on paper.
No.
I was on Ohio State in the
I was disappointed. I was on Oregon. I'm an idiot.
Dude, I was on air. Like literally, that show was over before we even started. I told Ranieri, I go get me a scotch. It's 34-0. We were both on Ohio State. Drew, the verses. Get back to the NFL. I live bet Oregon plus 21.5 was not good enough.
Yeah,
I'm like, there's no. I told Joe, I go Ohio State by like maybe 14 or whatever. Like that. What a joke. That was.
All right, Cam. Yeah. Before we get to our props, your Anytime TD picks, my ladders I'm picking this week. All my props. I got some incentives that players are playing for this week too.
I like that. Great information. Incentives are very important.
But first, we got our question segment, Cam, for you because you missed it last episode.
Yep.
First one, Cam. What is your favorite sport to watch, not bet on? Hockey, football. And who is your favorite athlete of all time in any sport?
Wow, what a question.
So not to bet on. What's your favorite sport to watch if you're not betting?
Tennis.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like majors and because it's awesome. Like the way these guys grind, especially in a 5-match thriller. I used to play tennis when I was a kid. Golf too, but I can't watch a golf tournament without money on it. You know me, I got props on every guy. Tennis, sometimes I don't have a lot of bets on it. So, but I'll watch like, hey, dude, Joker lost at like the guy who beat him like 12-1 today. So tennis is great for underdogs. Tennis is the answer. Surprising you. I can't lie, Drew, to the people. My cousin was playing basketball. He got recruited by NCAA schools. I'm betting other parents. We made up our own spreads and bet on kids. That's what kind of guy I am.
And what's your favorite athlete of all time? I feel like you're a Tiger Woods guy.
No, I'm not. I like Tiger. I respect Tiger Woods. He's not my favorite athlete of all time. What a great question. My favorite athlete of all time. Can we go back to that one, Drew? I got to think.
Yeah. Mine would be either Steve Nash or Joe Sakic. I have to decide on that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say McKinnon, your doppelganger.
No. I can't. My favorite athlete of all time can't be someone younger than me, Cam.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually.
Next one from Mike. Cam, horseradish, au jus, or both with prime rib?
Both. Au jus, a little covering, put it in the potatoes too, like when you're going to the keg. I know this guy hates horseradish. Drew's a different cat. I will eat horseradish off the floor. I love that shit. And you know what? It's better than Neocitrin too. If you got like a nasal problem or a head cold,
that's fair.
Grab some wasabi and mix it up with some horseradish and blow your mind. Whoa!
Secret fact: wasabi you get from sushi places is like 80% horseradish.
It is.
It's not real wasabi. Real wasabi is too expensive for these places.
Good call, Drew. You're a very smart lad.
Michael Carnegie. Favorite sports movie of all time from both of you? Mine would be The Replacements. He says.
I like that movie. Actually made me laugh.
I do love that movie.
Favorite sports movie of all time. Slapshot for me is a classic, just for the fucking jokes. And other than that, Hoosiers, the basketball one. I watched it as a kid. That movie was awesome.
I don't know if I have a favorite sports movie. Like
There's got to be some. I watched Moneyball last night again. It was on TV. I was like,
yeah, that one's good, but it's not, man. It's like
it's not the best of all time. But
I love Remember the Titans.
Good call. What about like a lot of baseball ones are good, like The Natural. I was trying to think what else is like. What's the best hockey sports movie of all time?
I do like Hardball, actually. Hardball with Keanu Reeves when he like loses all the money betting, so he has to go.
Yeah, that movie's actually underrated, and I'm going to say, but I'm going with Slapshot, classic.
All right, D2, the Mighty Ducks. We'll go with that.
Yes.
All right.
Gordon Pompey.
Yeah, Gordon Bombay. Mr. got fired because he didn't get back. All right, Heiji asks, question for both of you. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Appreciate the show.
Here's the deal, pal. What's his name?
Heiji.
I like you, Heiji, but here's a tip that I learned a long time ago. Don't make resolutions because all you're going to do is disappoint yourself and do everything worse. Just say, you know what? I'm taking it day by day. You know, want to do something like change a password on a site if things go wrong. Go the other way. Like George Costanza, if you like white bread, turn it to rye, whatever. Just mix it up. But I tried resolutions, and I'm telling you, when you break them after like a month or whatever, you feel like a fucking loser. So don't make them.
Yes.
Is that good advice, Drew?
Yeah, I did make one. I'm trying to cut out late night snacking because I feel like that's my issue.
Whatever.
I'll be watching hockey games or like whatever at like 10:30 at night. I'm like, yeah, grab that bag of chips.
Late night snacking.
I'm that guy.
My fucking Actifry is like burning up. Like you should see the shit that I'm eating. Oktoberfest sausage, this big plates of meat. Hell, I made a roast last night while I was working.
That sounds amazing. I feel like that doesn't count as snacking. That's like late night dinners. Like it's just like
yeah, you're right.
You also go to bed way later than most people, so like you eating at 11 is still 4 hours before your bedtime. So like it's different.
Yeah. Well, last night I was done pretty. Actually, we had early, but I had to do some other stuff too. So, you know what, Drew? It's perfect when I'm working a 3-hour shift or 4-hour shift. You put a roast in, just time it perfectly. Comes out nice and succulent. I'm gonna tell you, man. You
gotta make sure there's carrots, potatoes, onions, like everything.
Oh yeah, right? No, I'm no fool. Like I don't just put it in rye, and you got to drizzle it with some.
I'm a whole onion guy. Are you a whole onion guy? Like I'll throw the whole onion and eat the whole onion out of the roast. Like,
know what I do with a turkey? I load it in the back end with. You could even put an apple in it, an apple, onions, and whatever.
An apple,
you know what?
Turkey.
Yeah, because the thing is, it like keeps it tender in like that area. I don't know why, but onions are good. You're right. That hole, that cavity, has to be filled. Don't you get it?
Yes.
Sorry,
I get it.
That was awful.
Next one from Tim. Question for both of you. What is the best cookie?
What a great question.
I'm a loser, Cam. I like the classic chocolate chip.
No, chocolate chip like right out of the oven. You know what?
Oatmeal chocolate chip, though, better than regular chocolate.
I don't mind oatmeal. And another thing my mom used to make was a macadamia nut and chocolate chip or fucking money in the bank.
Macadamia nut, I'm not a big
Actually, I will say another thing because I have a Scottish background. If you get not those ghetto munchie cake, Walker's shortbread with like tea and coffee, the real Scottish stuff, you might as well be eating a fucking brick of butter.
Does biscotti count as cookie? Because I love biscotti in my coffee.
I would call biscotti a dipping cookie. Yes, I'll accept that.
All right, well, I'll go with that then. Next one from Dylan. If you had to root for one of your favorite team's rivals, which would you choose? Would Cam cheer for the Montreal Canadiens?
Actually, I'm going to tell you something, people. I don't hate the Montreal Canadiens like other Leaf fans do. Hell, I don't even hate the Ottawa Senators. I hate the fucking Boston Bruins. Boston and Tampa have caused me more misery being a Leaf fan than any team in our generation.
So which one would you cheer for then? If you had to cheer for one of your rivals, which one would it be?
Ottawa.
Really?
Actually, can I put the Sabres on that list because they suck?
They're not really a rival.
Okay, I'll say the Ottawa Senators are yeah. I like small teams.
I'm trying to think as a big Bills guy. Like I would never cheer for the Patriots, Dolphins, or Jets.
In your division, you'd have to cheer for the Dolphins over the other two teams. Dude, you're not cheering for the Patriots?
No, of course not. Patriots by far no.
Are you cheering for the Jets?
No, I don't want to cheer for the Dolphins either. I guess because the Dolphins, my brother has.
If you say Kansas City, this computer is shut. I'm closing the door. Closing the door. Okay, I'm back.
Miami Dolphins, my brother's got their logo tattooed on his shoulder, so I guess I'd have to just support him.
Your brother has a Dolphins tattoo?
Yeah, man. He's got Dolphins on one shoulder blade and Maple Leafs on the other shoulder blade.
What the fuck? He did not working at Marineland? That guy's hardcore.
Yeah, he's super hardcore. Ricky Williams was his favorite player of all time. All right, last one from Jake. Cam, having the future, in quotations, in-laws over, what's a good go-to meal I can cook in under an hour that'll impress them? I'm thinking just spaghetti and meatballs, like something.
Spaghetti and meatballs is awesome. That's funny, Drew. I made that. That was on my menu last night with the earlier. I cooked that. And
homemade meatballs, or are you a ghetto frozen meatball guy?
I actually do homemade, but last night it was quick. If you know what you could do too? Another hack, and it's cheaper. The pork beef mix are cheaper, and it's more succulent.
Yeah.
Like the regular
Italian. You don't do just ground beef. You got to mix the meat.
No, you do sausage, pork, and meat. It's like a trifecta, a 3-meat parlay. I'll tell you one, pal, real quick. Fettuccine Alfredo with big ass shrimps, not the cheap little shit ones that you get in the bag. That stuff's money in the bank. You can make a good fettuccine Alfredo. I'm thinking in 20 minutes.
I'm not a seafood sauce guy. I know a lot of Italians are rolling in their graves with me saying that, but I
had a bag of shrimp to my face the other day, like a whole bag.
You're a shrimp ring guy, aren't you? When they get the
so Drew, I just literally, I got the $25 one from President's Show, whatever. You know the the big ones?
Yeah, I know. I hate that seafood sauce you dip the shrimp in. It's essentially horseradish. That's why. It makes. And
so you don't like shrimp though. So what do you dip them in?
No, I like cooked shrimp. Cold shrimp, gross.
Well, I don't. So what do you dip them in? Just sauce?
Like
a cream sauce?
Shrimp? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Drew, sometimes you're so good, and then you just disappoint.
Sweet chili. I dip my.
I can't have too much sweet, but sweet chili's nice. I agree.
All right, Cam, that does it for the questions for week 18. Move on to wildcard weekend questions next week. If you have questions for Cam, ask them below. Make them funny because I like the funny ones.
Favorite athlete, Sean Kemp, Seattle Supersonics. Yeah, the Rain Man. Not only did he perform, but he had about 30 children in every state.
Fair. I thought you were going to surprise with Mike Weir or something.
He's not my favorite athlete. I respect him, but I'm going to go old school. There you go. Done.
Fair enough. Not Hasselbeck, surprisingly. All right, so Cam, I got some incentives that some guys are playing for on week 18, heading into their final game, so they need to hit this yardage marks to make their props. So I included these things in my props, surprisingly, because these guys, even though their games don't matter, they play for these incentives. Cam, these teammates know what these guys are going to get. Like if someone's going to get $1 million for getting 5 catches, they make sure they get these 5 catches.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, Gabe and I talked about this whole episode on the show. He knew every player on his team's incentive list. He needs 2 balls, whatever, and all the money. He spread it around, and the guys were like, thank you. And after that, you could save yourself a couple years in the league if you do it.
Do you remember, I was 2 years ago, where Gronk needed 11 catches to hit a bonus? Tom Brady got him 11 catches in the final game. He was peppered. And I'm thinking, if you're the owner, you're probably like, God damn it, this guy's just getting more.
No, but that's the right thing to do because you got the locker room behind you because you're helping out your teammates get bread.
Yes. Okay. So my props now, Cam, for week 18, I'll put them on the screen for everybody. Mike Evans, over 5 catches and 90 yards receiving. The parlay is plus 140. He needs 5 catches and 85 yards to activate a $3 million bonus in his contract.
Woo!
You're telling me Baker Mayfield's not going to get this guy 5 catches and 85 yards?
He was on fire last week, too. And it's against the Saints?
Yes. Mm-hmm. He also needs those 85 yards to become just the 3rd player ever to have 1,000 yards in 10 straight seasons. 14-point favorites at home, Cam. This is my gold prop of the week. I love this parlay, plus 140. The next one, silver. Geno Smith over 244 passing yards. Geno Smith is 185 passing yards away from a $2 million bonus. The Rams are backing up everybody. All their defensive starters are resting. Cam, 188 yards is what he needs. 244 is the prop, minus 110. I will take that.
Drew, sorry, I need you to do something for me quick. I'm going to add something to this prop. What is Geno Smith's rushing yard this week? Tell me it's low. He is going to go off on every broken play. It's his last game. And he's playing for another contract. I think he's going to go bananas.
His rushing prop is not 6.5 yards.
Can you repeat that?
His rushing prop is 6.5 yards, minus 110.
Not with a 1, like not 16 and a half,
no,
6.5?
6.5. I'm looking at it right now.
I don't want to sound like an idiot. I'm going to put $500 on that.
Woo, okay.
How is he not going to? Geno Smith can get that on one run.
I think because he needs the $2 million bonus for passing yards, he might just be throwing every play.
Yeah, good call.
My bronze is J.K. Dobbins over 66.5 rushing yards. Dobbins needs 58 rushing yards to activate a $250,000 bonus in his contract. Last time he played the Raiders, he went for 135. 66 is too low for Dobbins against the Raiders. My bonuses, Kyler Murray over 25.5 rushing yards. He needs 50 rushing yards on a TD to secure a $1 million bonus. I don't think he gets 50. That's a lot of yard stats per run, but maybe you can sprinkle on that. His prop is 26.5, though. I think that's too low. Cortland Sutton over 80 yards receiving, plus 150. He needs 82 yards receiving to activate a $2 million bonus cam. 80 yards, plus 150. You kidding me? Sutton can't do that in a must-win game. And Mims over 50 receiving yards, plus 225. Our boy Mims, Cam. They keep giving us plus money, huge plus money for these props. Plus 50 yards, plus 225, 50 yards and a touchdown is plus 600. I will also be sprinkling on the ladder. 100 yards again is plus 1,500.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care if you're a Bills fan. If Mims does this again this week, you're getting a Mims jersey.
100%.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, you talk to our friends who gave us the jersey, say, I need Mims Denver. And if Buddy keeps it up for you too, like if Garendo goes off in another game, you got to get Garendo.
Mims is. I'm glad the Mims again. My last two, Cam, Reggie Gilliam anytime touchdown plus 450. The Bills are one receiving touchdown away from breaking the NFL record for most guys to have a receiving TD. I've been listening to the press conferences this week. Gilliam is the guy they want to get the 14th one to, and he's plus 400 to get a touchdown. So I love Reggie Gilliam this week with the backups. Mitch Trubisky or Mike White can throw him a little screen pass for 6. And then finally, the Elijah Moore ladder. With Bailey Zappi playing and the Ravens likely to be winning this game by 20 plus, I expect Elijah Moore to get some garbage time catches. Cam, he's 3 games removed from having over 100 yards. His ladder is only 30 to 70 yards. 70 yards is plus 1,500 for Elijah Moore.
Wasn't he hurt last week?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Okay.
I didn't. 7 yards plus 1,500 garbage time.
I didn't mean to rain on your parade. I just think, like I look at Judy, like he's kind of the Judy played like, I don't know what he got into the night before, but he looked like he was hungover. He did a lot of bad stuff.
Bailey Zappi, I could see him liking the backups better than the starters. Yeah. And I mean, maybe he just sucks. But yeah, Cam, I got a full list of incentives here of guys. So if you want any other things, like Von Miller, if he gets 1 sack, he gets $2 million. I just don't know if he's going to play.
No thanks.
Some other ones that you can maybe like. Dawson Knox, if he gets 8 catches, he gets $300,000.
That's
I don't
not
think that's
happening.
Tony Pollard, 83 rushing yards is $500,000. I don't know if Tony Pollard is going to play enough, but you can mark that down in case you want it.
How much? What does he need?
83 rushing yards. So you take him over 80 on the milestones.
Okay.
And then Zach Ertz, 90 receiving yards is $250,000. 9 catches is $250,000. So either one of them, he gets $500,000 if he gets both, $250,000 for each one. And then I think that's all the offensive ones.
That's asking a lot.
Yeah, 9 for 9. Well, 90 yards isn't asking that much, I don't think. I think you get 90. Justice Hillcam, 8 catches gets him $500,000. I don't think Lamar's going to give him 8 catches, but you never know. If they're up big, they might put just Hill in and start doing.
Here's the deal: just take his over receptions at like 2.5 or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just take his regular prop and then sprinkle on the big one. That's how you do it, because he's going to look at him, right?
Yes, exactly. All right, Cam, what are your anytime TD props for this week?
Some aren't up, guys, by the time of taping. I don't know what the hell these guys are doing. They're worried about who's starting, who's not starting. So let's start this one off with a Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson, both scoring a touchdown plus 108. I like Jameson Williams for the Lions, anytime touchdown plus 140. Juicy, but Jones of the Vikings, minus 140. Brian Robinson of Washington. What was that, Drew? Was he 110 or was he 110?
Yep.
Cade Otton, tight end, Tampa Bay, plus 210. Pickens of the Steelers, plus 105. Thielen, Carolina, plus 225. Mark Andrews, plus 160. 14-1 parlay. 3 guys on Baltimore. Henry, Andrews, likely. And then what else do I have? Other things that I can't read.
Henry Andrews likely. I think you said JSN before the show.
Oh, yeah, JSN plus one. Smith and Jigba for the Seahawks. I think it's a plus 160. They took it off the board for a bit, though. They'll replace
What was Thielen's odds?
Oh, it's funny you asked, Drew. Plus 225. He's on fire.
Ooh.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, you think Atlanta could smoke him?
I don't care. If you get hey, you win that one touchdown, it's winning 2.25 bets. It's a great number.
Fair. That's fair. All right, Cam. Now we get into our teasers and our anytime TV parlays for the week.
Sorry, I was watching Romanian basketball there for a sec. Let's get back to business. Sorry, I just hit the wrong button.
Of course you were. All right, Cam. Our teaser for the week, 7-point teaser. We've hit almost perfect on the full teaser, but this week is going to be crazy. If we hit this, we are the best ever to do it. Cam, starting with the Ravens and the Browns, do you like minus 13 or plus 27?
Minus 13.
That's crazy that we're saying that.
So I'm actually going to let you pick this one because I'm torn. You want to go plus 27? It's a lot of points.
No, I'm going minus 13.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't think Bailey Zappi is keeping it close, Cam. I'm sorry. Steelers plus 8.5 or Bengals plus 5.5?
Steelers plus 8.5.
Yeah, I agree with that. Bills plus 5 or Patriots plus 9?
Patriots plus 9 to be safe, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because say they win by that touchdown. I think it's
the
going to be a
Patriots
close
might win
game.
this game.
What? Yeah.
The best thing the Bills could do is let the Patriots win to not let them get first overall because they're a division rival.
You're right.
Carolina plus 15 or Atlanta minus 1?
Carolina plus 15.
All right, you made that pick, not me. Chicago.
Know what? You know what? You do it.
You're right. Carolina might be able to win the game. You're right. So we'll go plus 15. That makes sense. Green Bay, Chicago. Green Bay minus 3 or Chicago plus 17?
Your pick.
I'm going Green Bay. I think Green Bay could blow them out potentially.
Fair enough.
Houston, Tennessee. Tennessee plus 5.5 or Houston plus 8.5?
Houston plus 8.5, probably.
Really? You're picking against the Titans?
Well, what do you think?
I'm letting you pick this one, Cam.
No, Drew. You pick this one on all. I got opinions on other games. You pick this one, please. I'm not allowed to be involved with Tennessee.
All right, I'm going Houston plus 8.5. Too many points.
Fair enough. I'll accept it.
Jacksonville, Indy. Jacksonville plus 11.5 or Indy plus 2.5?
God, we might have to skip some games. We have to talk about this. Like, maybe we should do a little one and then a huge one.
We're doing the
full
one.
We're doing it. Yeah, no, I like when we do this. Come on, you got to take Jacksonville at that number, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I agree with you, but that might be the one we lose. That's all I'm saying. New Orleans, Tampa Bay. Do we take the Bucks minus 6.5? I feel like that's the side, right?
Yes, Bucks 6.5. Yes.
Cowboys, Commanders plus 10 or Cowboys plus 4?
You mean Commanders? Now we get the plus. What do we get? They're even now, aren't they? 7-point favorites?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. It's showing me. Oh, I'm looking at the Giants game. Sorry, that's why. Giants Eagles.
That's why.
Giants
that's
plus
why
10
I'm here, Drew.
You want Giants plus 10 or Eagles plus 4?
Giants plus 10.
Yeah, against the backups, I agree with that. All right, next one, Washington, Dallas. Washington as a pick'em or Dallas plus 13.5? All right,
Washington.
Next one, KC, Denver. KC plus 17.5. Yes, okay, that's it. I don't need to ask you.
Mm-hmm. I actually think that game middles. I think Denver will win by like 6.
Yeah, same. Chargers, Raiders. Chargers plus 2.5 or Raiders plus 11.5?
Raiders 11.5.
Okay. Yep. No, Cam, I'm overruling that one. I think Chargers win this game.
See, that's what kind of team player I am. You do whatever you want.
Cam, I think the Chargers, they just need to win the game with plus 2.5.
Fair enough.
Next one, Miami and the Jets. Miami plus 6 or Jets plus 8?
Jets plus 8.
Okay. Seattle, LA. Seattle
pick 'em.
Okay. San Fran, Arizona. San Fran plus 11.5 or Arizona plus 2.5?
Niners plus 11.5.
I agree with that. And then Minnesota, Detroit. Detroit plus 4 or Minnesota plus 10?
Yeah, it's actually Detroit plus 4.5. They're 2.5.
All right, I'm just telling you what's on my book right now. It shows plus 4.
So are they 3-point favorites on your book then, not 2.5?
Yeah.
I'll take Detroit plus 4 as well.
All right, so that does it. This parlay, Cam, 16-leg teaser pays 75 to 1.
Send it my way.
And the bet has been placed. All right, next one, our anytime TD parlay for the week. Not a lot of lines are out so far this week, Cam. So we might have to do a Saturday one and then maybe a Sunday one. So
let's do a Saturday one. And I know what I think we should do? I think we should just load up on Baltimore in the first game. Fuck Cleveland players.
All right, fine, fair enough.
And we do a 3 or 4 banger with Baltimore players. Or
give me a Raven to score.
Well, Henry.
Okay, minus 250. I will give you.
I know it sucks, but yeah. Give me Andrews or Likely, one of those guys.
So you want both Henry and Andrews? They're likely.
Okay, what's your first instinct? Let's do 3 guys.
I forgot Justice Hill's out. I'm gonna go.
Oh, so there goes your Justice Hill prop. Let me put.
Yeah, well, I didn't give that. I just gave that as an option.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, I'm fine. Henry and Andrews is enough for me, Cam. I don't want to.
Yeah, Henry and Andrews sold. What is it?
Plus 260.
Sold.
But we got to add a Steeler and a Bengal.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Steeler Pickens. He's playing, right? He's better.
Yeah.
And
Steeler.
Bengals. Who do we do with Bengals? I'm actually a little bit worried.
I'm gonna go Khalil Herbert because I think Chase Brown's hurt.
I was actually gonna go Yusufas, but go Herbert.
Oh, we can go Yusufas.
No, we'll do a monster one that we'll do off air and just do like a 10 banger and try to hit like a million.
All right, so this TD parlay is 12 plus 1268.
Wow.
So it's Henry, Andrews, Pickens, Herbert.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I don't see anything wrong with this parlay. Place the bet. Done. Now we'll do a TD parlay for the Sunday slate. Cam, let's see who's even out. TD scores. Not all these. I hate that none of these games have it. Like it's Friday.
I told you, like that's the whole thing. You know what? Good tip that we taped on Friday. Imagine we did it like on Thursday. We wouldn't have anything. Like these guys were like, I was looking at blank. That's the whole thing about the week 18, Drew. They wait till the last minute to post. Actually, good tip for everybody. This is one of those times. Fantasy's over. Get on the sites quickly, news, whatever, because there's going to be so many lineup changes in this game. It'll make your head spin. And you could get these guys, these 4 stringers and stuff in the fucking lineup at any time, touchdown 6-1 and stuff. You could clean up. This is a great week for props if you're paying attention.
Yes, and if you know the backups on teams, the guys that will be featured, like the Reggie Gilliam one I gave you, then you'll be fine. All right, Cam, give me somebody from Sunday. I will start with Bucky Irving, minus 150.
Love it, Drew. You're just feeling it right now. So anybody from Sunday, you say?
Yep.
Like
anyone
any
has
game.
A line available.
Any game.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just logging on. I'm trying to stall time, and I'm not doing very well. Could you give me a game?
So we got Washington against Dallas. Who you want?
Robinson Jr.
Okay. I will go to Green Bay and Chicago and take Josh Jacobs.
Love it. Even though it's juicy, it's there.
Atlanta, Carolina, Cam. You want Miles Sanders? You want Bijan? You want Drake London?
Just give me Bijan. I'm not fucking around.
Okay.
What do you
think? 2 more.
Do you like it? I just want you to be in agreement. Do you like it?
Yeah, I think he's going to score.
How about Jonathan Taylor against the Jags?
Yeah, let me see.
He's been on fire recently, last couple games.
That one's not out yet, so we can't bet.
Oh, great. Okay. How about another buck? How about Mike Evans? You got Bucky Irving. Hold on. Denver, KC, I have no clue. You like Dobbins for the Chargers, do you not?
Yep, but he's not available for his line yet.
Is there any lines available for Jets Miami?
Yep.
I think Breece Hall finally gets in the fucking end zone.
All right, I like that.
And if we lose this parlay because of me, you can hit me in the face.
All right, and then my last one, Cam, to add to cap off the 6 will be TJ Hawkinson. Actually, no, you know what? Let's go.
How about you do a Viking and a Lion? I like Hawkinson, and give me a Lion. I like, what? Is it going to be Gibbs? No, it's going to be, Drew. It's going to be Jameson Williams. That guy's been on fire.
All right, Cam. 80-1.
Oh, no, but I want you to approve it. Like, what Lion would you pick? Would you just go with
No, I would go JMO too. Yeah, either him or Amon Ra, but I like JMO.
Me too.
All right,
did we do anything with Seattle? Are we going to skip that game?
No, we're skipping. That's enough. That's enough, guys. 80-1.
I have one more thing. Sorry, listeners, because I can probably, there's people want to punch me in the face right now. Can I get a Joshua Dobbs any touchdown number?
No, you cannot. It's not available.
Okay, so nothing like that. Holy jeez, are you? No, see, this is another thing. Now we got to go back. It's like almost like we've cleaned like one room in the house and we got like 9 more to go. This fucking sucks. I want to get the job done immediately. I don't want to come back and do it.
Bad. It's too bad. You gotta tune into Cam's night show on Saturday or Sunday if you're doing one.
Actually,
Cam,
Drew, I think I get the first time. I think I'm doing an update on Saturday and Sunday for the college and other stuff. I think I get a weekend off. I was actually going to ask you and your cronies if you want to get drunk with me somewhere.
Ooh, maybe. Marvin Mims first touchdown, Cam, 15-1. I will be sprinkling on that. Mims can, if Mims makes me a lot of money this week, Cam, pays my mortgage.
I'm going to be honest with you. If Mims gets a first touchdown and you don't have a Mims jersey or any of his rookie cards or property, I'm going to lose it on you. That guy's put so much money in your pocket, you owe him.
It's true. I'll be laddering. Sneaky ladder.
Are we missing anything?
Teaser, anytime TD props.
Oh, yeah. No, I give you anytime TD props. The ones that are available.
I think we got everything. I don't think we missed anything. Unless you want, Cam, who do you think gets in the AFC playoffs? Is it going to be Cincy, Miami, or Denver? Denver just needs
Denver.
Cam, I have a weird feeling that it's going to be Tommy Maddox 2.0. Denver Broncos lose outright to the Chiefs, and the Cincinnati Bengals sneak in after the Jets upset the Dolphins.
FCS football, for all you degenerates out there, it's the bowl game of the second tier behind the other guys. Give me Montana State -3.5 against North Dakota State. Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you. Montana. Or you can lay $1.55 on the money line. Total 57.5. Lean under.
All right, Montana State added to the list. All right, Cam, that does it. Any final parting words for Week 18? The season's over. Playoffs start next week. Any last-second betting tips for the crowd?
No.
Don't chase?
Last-second betting tips. Okay, don't get mad at me. I think Week 18 is a week, if you play it properly, could be the best. Like, I know a lot of people saying it's the worst opportunity. I actually think this is the week that you go balls deep if you feel it and stuff like that. Because you know what? Last game of the year before the playoffs, and you're also getting teams on with so many bad players out there and guys with inexperience. Like, Drew, the thing is you have to read the bullshit reports, which ones are true, which ones are false, figure it out yourself. And then I'm telling you, though, these backups, like a great example that Drew said, guys, like Gilliam of the Bills, that's a crazy, was he over 400 for a touchdown? Mm-hmm. It's a great price. And you can get all these guys 6-1, 4-1, 5-1, because backups are going to be the key. Got to hit the right ones.
If you can figure out which backups to bet. Like I said, San Fran, I love all their props with Josh Dobbs at quarterback. I'll be taking Garendo again. Let's do it again. Buddy. I didn't give it on the show, but I'll be sprinkling on it. Anyways, Cam, that does it for Week 18 of the show. Please rate and review the podcast on all audio platforms. Let us know in the comments below. Questions for Cam, your favorite bets of the week. How you feel about Cam's, his hair. Who knows? Anyways, let us know.
I thought my hair looked pretty good today.
It does.
It's the credit card machine. Declined.
Yeah, there you go.
Declined.
Fair.
Can you believe how bad that is? That's called that. No, Drew, I fell. Know what that made that? In hockey, I got clipped, and then on top of it, I fell in a shower and split my face open. Good work, Cam. That's what you get. Slippery soap, slow movement in shower, and Drew will give you another hot hack. Buy those fucking mats with the bubbles and stuff on them. I might save your life. Yeah. Oh, our tub was slicker than a fucking hockey rink. I slipped and went. And Drew, my head went right through the metal thing, stopper, in half. Water go, like I literally could have died.
You're lucky you didn't, to be honest.
Dude, the bathtub was like blood everywhere. It was like a Abdullah the Butcher, Ric Flair razor match.
You going up, going like, oh my god.
No, my buddy actually saved my life though, because I was getting really tired and woozy. He's like, dude, if you fall asleep, you could die. He goes, we gotta stitch you up. We gotta get you out there. I'm like, okay.
All right. Well, that does it. You heard Cam. He got choked out from Bass Rudin, and he's also smashed his shower's faucet and
off my head.
All right, everybody. We'll see you for Wildcard Weekend. Thanks for joining us.
This has been Drew and Stew. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.